Hello, my name is Mark Case. I wanted to share a brief word of caution right now as we look like we may be entering into a time of life and liberty and freedom, all afresh and anew here in the United States as a result of the last election. Praise God for that result. We're all thankful for that. We're looking forward to that. We're praying for that, for the relief, the life, and liberty that it will bring to so many Americans, and actually the peace potentially that it could bring to nations around the world. So we praise God for that. The magnitude of that really just can hardly be measured. And we continue to pray as we see it worked out, praying for the transition and so forth. But I want to give a word of caution, as I say, without putting a damper on that. You know, the Bible is clear. It tells us that sin will become worse. The apostasy, that is the turning away from truth, the rebellious heart of man, both many in the church as well as outside the church, many who don't know God and many who profess God and who confess to be on the side of Christianity and the Bible and so forth. This great apostasy, this great rebellion for truth is going to continue, and it's going to increase. That's despite the fact that we may see greater freedom and prosperity in America. So I just wanted to clarify for some who are thinking, things are going to be great and everything's going to be wonderful and we're going to enter into a golden age that's going to be wonderful for everybody. Well, there may be a season of prosperity and strength again. I pray that there is all of these good things that we've desired and prayed for and worked for. So I hope there is, but don't think that sin is going to become less and less. It's going to increase. And God is going to judge the world for sin. And so in God's divine plan and his layout for the end times, apparently, thank God, there is a place for America to be free again and to help others become free. But let us remember that until we know Jesus Christ, until we have yielded, surrendered to him by faith, we have no freedom. That is individually. And so God is calling us to that first and foremost. But the caution here is to remember that while we prosper, while we have liberty and life, and are breathing fresh air again in these United States, to be careful about the overwhelming temptation to be linked too tightly with the world and the spirit of the world again. So as we desire to make America great again, as it were, in certain terms, let's be very careful not to mingle the true Christ life, true Christianity in with the spirit of the world again. It's going to be a great temptation. It already is. And there are many who have helped America return to this position that God has used and worked through to help America return to this potential position for liberty and life, to its constitution and so forth. There are many who are not born again, but they identify with Christians, or they may identify as a cultural Christian, they say, but they're not born again. And so the mingling here is dangerous. It's something we should look out for, and we should call everyone to the new birth, to salvation by grace through faith in Jesus Christ, and we should guard our own lives as we move forward and not assume that liberty and life and a fresh freedom in America also equals lack of judgment that is coming for sin, or that it equals less sin than we have seen in the past. God is going to judge sin, including America. And yet we praise God for this season of blessing that we hope is right at our fingertips. Amen.